In this video, I will explain the correct way to shade cube-based objects. So when we're talking about shading, the word that we use in art is value. Light values and dark values refers to different levels of shading. So when we have a flat object, the way that we show that it's flat is by using one value or one shade on a flat surface. So if we take a look at a cube, you can see that it uses different values. So in this case, the top of it is the lightest value as the light's coming from above. This side over here would be the medium value. It's got a little bit of light. And this side over here is the darkest of the value. As I move it around, you can see that it could shift a little bit, but we always have three different values. So when you're shading, reminder, you draw with the point of your pencil, you shade with the side of your pencil. All right, so you always want to kind of shade in the direction of the object. Because this is a flat surface, we can just go back and forth. So for the top, I'm trying to do the lightest shading I possibly can. So I'm just going to barely let my pencil touch the surface, and as light as I possibly can, I'm going across the surface. I'm going a little bit over the edge at the top, so because I can erase that out, and that will give me my lightest value. So now I'm going to do the medium value. Again, always turn the paper so that you're shading in a way that's comfortable for your hand. And what I'm going to do, it's going to be a lot easier for me if I go this way. I'm going to use my finger to kind of stop me from shading over the top. And if I go a little bit beyond the other edge, that's okay. I can just erase that. But so the goal now is one value, not to go from light to dark, to try to stay consistent. A nice medium value across the whole surface. How'd I do? Not bad. And here's a trick. So when I go to erase this, if I'm not careful, I'm going to start erasing what I just shaded. So if you take a scrap piece of paper and you put it right where you want your erasing to be, and I'm kind of holding the paper like this, like I've stretched it out and I'm holding it nice and flat, and now I can erase right against that piece of paper and I will get a perfectly clean edge. All right, and that just leaves the last line, and you can go up and down for this one, or you can go in this direction. So this time I'm going to let the piece of paper cover the part I already shaded. I'm going to stretch it and hold it with my fingers. So now I can go back and forth in this section and not worry about wrecking the other side. So even though this is my darkest side, remember, you don't want to go too dark too fast. You can't control your pencil when you do that. It's really hard to be one consistent value when you try to go too fast. So I'm going back and forth, building up the layers. That's one of the skills that needs to be practiced. How's my value? Nice, I've got three distinct values. Once again, I'm going to clean up my edge. I'm going to take the piece of paper, put it along the line, and I can get a nice clean edge. And let's clean up the other edges as well. I'm going to get rid of the outline up here. And I'm going to get rid of the outline over here. So the correct method for showing any cube-based objects, one value per side, that shows us they're flat, and then you need a light, a medium, and a dark.